Welcome to Wisdom of the World. Today I'm going to tell a story from Eastern Europe. It's a Slavic story. It's about when enough just is never enough. It is called The Two Brothers, and it goes like this. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there were two brothers, and their father had left them quite a bit of money. The oldest brother became very rich, but he also became wicked and mean and bitter. And the younger one got a lot of children and never really managed to find a good job, so became poorer and poorer. He got to the point that he couldn't even afford a piece of bread for his children. So he went to his brother and he said, "Brother, can you please give me a loaf of bread so I can feed my children?" Well, that was just a wasted effort. The brother said, "No way, you useless vagabond, figure it out yourself." So the brother felt that he couldn't really go back to his family without any food. So he wandered around in the forest. He says, "Let me go up to some mountains close by here." And in the forest, he just found some old pears that had fallen to the ground. He couldn't go back home with that. So he just ate them, and he thought, and then he remembered an old story that the top of a mountain close by, across from where he was made of crystal, and there was always a fire going. It was really freezing cold out at that moment. So the guy thought, okay, fire, maybe I at least can get warm there. So he went up that mountain. And way on top of the mountain, he saw a big fire, and around that fire, there were 12 men sitting. And he was a little bit in awe, and he said, "Well, what am I doing?" But he said, I have nothing to lose. So he says, "Please, may I get close to the fire and warm myself?" And one of the 12 said, "Yes, please, come, you may." And he noticed how they all sort of changed places all the time, those 12, and then came back into the same place. And finally, when he got really close to the fire to warm himself, somebody came out of the fire with a long beard and said, "My friend, what are you doing here? Don't waste your life. Go back and live your life, feed your children, be an honest man. Here, take this bag. It is full of embers, coal, that you can use for your fire." And then he went back into the fire, and all the other men that were around the fire put together a bag for him and told him to carry that down to his house. So he did, and already on the way he thought, why is this bag so light? And the embers, the coals don't feel hot. But anyhow, he went on, and he came home. And then he unpacked the bag, and then he thought that there were no embers at all. They were money, coins. A bag full of coins. He was actually a rich man. Wanting to know how rich he was, don't ask me why, he asked his wife to go to his brother to borrow a scale so they could weigh the amount of money. And the brother was in a good mood and said, "Yes, but what do you have to measure?" And they said, "Oh, there is somebody who owns us some wheat, and we want to make sure he repays us not too much." And so the brother said, "Okay," but he put a little, some sticky sort of glue on the scale. And that was a trick, and that trick actually worked because the brother was suspicious. Because when they brought back the scale, there was a coin sticking to the scale. And he says, what has happened to my brother? Has he fallen into a group of robbers? Has he robbed somebody to get all that money? So he came to the brother and he said, brother, I'm going to report you to the police until you tell me where you got that money from. And the younger brother didn't want to disappoint his brother, so he just told him what happened. And the older brother, who actually had enough money to live on, just got more and more greedy. And he also went up to that mountain. And he saw the 12 men. And when he came there, he said, please help me. I want to warm myself. I'm poor and homeless. And then the 12 said, no, you are not. You are born under a good star. You actually have money. And the man came out of the fire and said, you are just a cheater, a liar. You just lied to us. You have plenty of money. Your brother is good and kind and generous, therefore we helped him. And you, though, you have to get our vengeance. So he handed the brother to each of the 12, and the 12 beat him, and they passed him on until he came back to the guy in the fire who walked into the fire with him. And that was the last anybody ever saw of him. They waited for him. And the younger brother had an idea, but he was wise enough not to tell anybody. If you have any comments on this story or another one, let me know. Thank you.